All right, welcome back to my channel, guys. Today I will be training legs. I'm starting off with squats today. I already did my stretches, my dynamic warm up, my swings and everything. All right, I'm gonna turn on my noise canceling on because the music is pretty loud in the gym today. Starting off with squats. What I like to do is warm up with an empty barbell, as you guys should all do on every exercise, to get the body ready, your muscles, your joints, your tendons ready for a heavy weight. All right. With an empty barbell, I just like to do between like 15 to 20 reps. Before this, I like to do air squats as well. And then I move on to a empty barbell squat. All right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 19, 20. All right, the important thing when you're squatting is I'd like you guys to embrace your core. First of all, keep your core tight no matter what, from the start of the set till the end of the set. You put down the weight or till you rack the weight. All right, I'm still warming up. I'm gonna add one plate, and then depending on how I'm feeling today, I'll decide how heavy I want to go. I usually go if my back's feeling nice and not sore or wherever. I like to go with 3 plates or a bit above 3 plates, but we'll see today. To keep in mind when you're performing heavy exercises, compounds, don't rush into weights. Try to take your time, try to perfect the movement, perfect the technique, and then get into start adding weight. What is it called? Progressive overload. Yeah, that's what it's called. You want to be progressively overloading little by little. You can build more muscle mass and then especially improve on your squats and strength overall. All right, I'm gonna get rid of my hoodie. It's pretty hot right now. All right, moving on. First warm up set with weights. Let's go. Take a nice deep breath, embrace your core. All right, guys, moving on to our second warm up set. I'm gonna do with 2 plates. Also, I suggest you guys to warm up effectively before your heavy sets. You don't get injured, because if you get injured, it'll definitely be a bad thing, because injuries sometimes do come back depending how bad it is. You always want to keep your body warm, your tendons, your joints nice and warm for every workout. That's why I always tell you guys that warm up is crucial. All right, let's go. All right, guys, that was my second warm up set, 8 reps. What I want you guys to keep in mind when you're warming up with 1 plate, 2 plate, is to mostly focus on your form, focus on your breathing, get your breathing right, get your form right. Because even though you've been doing this exercise for a while, let's say if you've been training for 4 or 5 years, 5 to 6 years, it doesn't matter. That doesn't mean that you can just come in here, walk on a treadmill, and then just start pressing 2 plates, 3 plates. Don't ever do that, guys. Focus on your breathing, focus on your form, get your body ready, and then jump into heavy weights, right? Even before running, like runners, track field athletes, they do a lot of dynamic stretches before even they start running, sprinting. The same as that, as it is. All right. Now I'm gonna add 25s on each side, and then I'm gonna feel the weight, how it feels. Because as you guys know, if you guys are watching me for a while, I don't like to straight jump into my 3 plates. I usually like to go with add 25s on top of 2 plates. My body feels even better when I start pressing, when I start squatting 3 plates. I'm gonna put on my knee sleeves after this set. But for now, just the belt to keep my core, my back tight. For this set, it's still a warm-up set. I'm just gonna do a couple reps. Maybe 4 reps is enough. I don't have to tire out my legs. Right, not bad. All right, now I'm gonna add a plate, take off my 25, and add a 45. And then that's when my first set's gonna start. Moving on to our first working set, first heavy set. Keep in mind, guys, core nice and tight. Embrace your core. Breathe. Don't hold your breath while squatting. All right, and then just give everything you got. Let's go. All right, hopefully my Velcro don't give up. Let's go. Light, lightweight. All right, not a bad first set. 8 reps. It's acceptable. I feel like I'm just gonna stick with this weight and then do 4 sets of 8 reps. I gotta push myself hard today because I got a lot of calories yesterday. I ate like probably around 600 grams or maybe around 500 grams of rice. And then I ate 2 packs of rice noodles, like 2 cubes. That's a lot of calories. And also I ate oatmeal in the morning, which was 110 grams. All right, as you guys know, I like to set up a timer on my phone. Set up 2 minutes. For the compound movements, for example, squats. All right, second, guys, let's go. Same thing, embrace your core and feel the weight. Second set, successful. That was 8 full reps. Anyways, I already set up my timer for 2 minutes. And then we're gonna move on to our third set. All right, let's go. Last set, best set. Let's go. That's it for my heavy squats for today. All right, guys. Moving on to our second exercise, we have walking lunges. I'm gonna do 65 pounds, and I'm gonna walk all the way back there, and then come back. Coming back part is my second set. All right, that's 20 reps in total, guys. 10 reps on each side. For the walking lunges, I'll do three more sets. And then same thing as squats, do a active resting, walk back and forth. All right, guys, moving on to our third exercise, we have leg curls. For the sets and reps, we're gonna be performing 12 to 15 reps. I'm not gonna be doing a filler set. I'm just gonna jump into my straight working sets. First set, feeling pretty good. It was around 180 pounds. I'm gonna jump into 210, challenge myself way more. On this exercise, guys, there's two ways you can perform for your toes. You can keep your toes pointed forward, or you can have it pointed towards the ceiling. I would suggest if you're going a bit lighter weight and you wanna 100% feel the muscle to the fullest, I would suggest pointing the fingers toward and then curling downwards with your hamstrings. That way you're gonna target your hamstrings way more. Second set, guys, here we go. Oh. Oh. So. Two. Three. Two. Two. Oh, all right. That was the second set, guys. I'm gonna add the weight a little bit. Do it to 230. Let's see how it feels. That's it for the third. That was pretty heavy. All right, last set, guys. Last set, best set. Here we go. Give everything you got. I'm gonna max it out. 260. Let's go. That's it for the hamstring curls or leg curls. Now we have quad extension right next to us. Same thing, guys. I usually start with lighter weights and bring my weight up little by little, but this time I'm just gonna go max it out. I'm just gonna go from there. Let's go 12 to 15 reps. Honestly, feels not bad starting with heavy, the max weight. All right, seconds, guys. Let's go. Success, guys. 15 reps. The tips and tricks for this exercise is same thing on the hamstring curls. There are times where you want to bring your toes up to the ceiling or point it towards. If you point it towards, you're gonna feel more of upper here. And if you point your fingers towards the ceiling, you're gonna feel like on your teardrops of your quads. Try out both way and see how it feels. All right, let's go. Third set. Yes. Yeah. Damn. Feels pretty heavy, guys. Especially when you're starting off with the max weight. Feels different. All right. We have one more set and we're gonna move on to calf raises, seated calf raises. And after that, I'm gonna do some foam rolls and then some mobility stretching. And I'm done for today. I also have my protein shake ready after my workout. I like to mix my oats and my protein shake and a peanut butter and just mix it up and then drink it afterwards. And the days I don't train, I just like to sit down and eat my oats. Okay, one more set, guys. What's the best set? Here we go. Yes. Next. Right. That was a pretty heavy set, not gonna lie. All right, guys. Moving on to our last exercise. We have calf raises. So for the sets and reps, we're gonna be doing 4 sets of 15 to 20 reps, high reps with heavy weights. I don't know if you guys think 2 plates are heavy, but it's pretty heavy for me. All right. We're gonna finish strong on our last exercise, all right? Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9, 10, 9, 10, 11. And as you guys know, if you guys saw my previous videos, I like to stretch out my calves at the behind of the machine, elevate my toes, and stretch them out nicely. And also one more tip when you're performing calf raises, especially on the seated calf machine, I'll suggest if you guys saw on the first few reps, I press down the machine with my body weight to increase the weight a little bit more, kind of like customizing it. And then when you feel you can't go no more with the weight, just stop pressing on the machine and then just start calf raising with the 2 plates. All right, that was our first sentence. I'm gonna add 1 more plate. So we're gonna make it 3 plates. Oh, second set. It didn't feel bad as I thought it would. I still managed to control my weight on the first 10 reps, and I just kind of repped it out on the last couple reps. All right, guys, we're gonna stick with the same weight on the last 2 sets. One thing about when you're going with heavy weights, especially on the seated calf raise, it's hard to unrack the weight back. You have to like explode on the last rep to rack it back. So keep in mind, guys, if you're going heavy, try to leave 1 more rep in there, or else you're gonna be stuck in here. All right, let's go. Second set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 4, 3. Stretch them out nicely. Just breathe. Relax. Get your muscles, get your mindset ready for the next set. Hey, that's the best set. 1, 2, 3. All right, guys, that's it for today's workout. Hope you guys enjoyed the content. Hope you guys get something out of this, learn something out of this. Yeah, please subscribe, like, and comment down below. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.